And here we are for the last interview of the day. Buddy from Chasing the Darkness Paranormal and the PRU files. Awesome. So, Levy, tell us a little bit about your paranormal journey.
So I started off as being an urban exploring, and also ghost hunting as well. I love going to buildings and houses, abandoned houses and mansions, decaying and stuff like that. And urban exploring is that we find houses that have still stuff inside. So I'm here to investigate to see what happened and stuff like that. Ask a couple of questions. I usually walk around to actually see if I feel anything. I mean, I'm not an empath or nothing like that, but if I feel something happening or a little noise or a little knocking sound, then I'm actually gonna stay in that location and actually investigate it and use, my voice recorder, the PSP7, whatever stuff that I have, whatever equipment that I used to do. So yeah, I became urban explorer, and then all of a sudden, I love the paranormal, so I started doing paranormal investigation. Now everything goes all the way back from my childhood. I still hear a lot of crazy stuff happening. I see things happening right in front of my eyes and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I started watching videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a YouTube channel. She actually is the one to tell me, well, you just do a YouTube channel. So I was like, okay. So I had a channel called Diego Papa TV, and it was I've been in paranormal, caught on camera and stuff like that. I got lucky catching stuff, which I'm pretty blessed, and it was a pretty good journey. So then I decided to open a new page, a new channel called Chasing the Darkness, because now my goal is to go to abandoned places, abandoned mansion, pitch black, night vision. I use lights, I use flashlight stuff here and there, and then hoping something happens. And I've been pretty lucky with the paranormal stuff that I call.
So, what's your favorite location you've been to so far?
Always be Letchworth Village. Yeah, Letchworth for me is one of the most haunted locations I've been to. I usually catch a lot of stuff. The first time I went with my wife. We walk inside, and she sees something go inside, like one of the rooms. And we're like, whatever. We're laughing about it, giggling, and okay, cool. And she was like, no, I'm serious. She was getting goosebumps. And we went inside the room, and there was nobody in the room. So it was like, it's kind of weird. A few months later, I bought a night vision camera. It's a really cheap one, $250. But it was totally worth it. I literally laid down on the hallway where she actually caught something going inside. And guess what? I caught a shadow coming in and out. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And not only once, but I actually caught it twice. And ever since then, that's what's been my number one. Yep.
What's your favorite piece of equipment to use?
Voice recorder. I don't like using apps. I don't believe in apps. All these work banks. I mean, it's cool to use once in a while. I kind of fell in love with the Spirit Talker.
Yeah.
But I love using regular voice recorders or PSP7s. And I have caught a few things on the voice recorder. So ever since then, I was like, you know what? This is my baby. This is what I want.
This is the golden answer. That's the place you don't leave home without it.
Yeah, definitely.
Does anyone have any questions for Levy? Jason.
Money's no object. Where would you go?
Let's see. I don't know. I've been to a couple of cool places. I have no idea where I would like to go.
Overseas.
Huh?
Overseas.
Oh yeah, overseas.
Australia.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but she's afraid if I go overseas because stuff around it. But I love going overseas. Yeah, it's not bad. I love going back to my family's country. I feel that there's a lot of brujeria, a lot of santeria happens over there, and I would love to investigate the cemeteries there because it's very creepy. There's a lot of houses over there that is very haunted and it's very known in the Dominican Republic. So I would love to go to the Dominican Republic and investigate the most I can. But it is dangerous over there, so I don't know how that's going to work. Unless I hire a couple of security guards, cops.
Right. Hire some bodyguards for you to go.
Yeah. Because I don't want to get robbed over there.
Right. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, no, at all. But yeah, overseas it sounds good. Virginia City is my thing. The Washoe is awesome. Mackey Mansion as well, stuff like that. Very place that is actually known and stuff like that. There is a place called White Hill Mansion. I guarantee you guys gotta go to White Hill Mansion. It's amazing. It's an amazing place in New Jersey, and I usually cut a lot of things. Funny story is, I went to White Hill Mansion. I rent the place out from 6 to 2, and I left from 6 to 10 p.m. because doors were slamming. A lot of voices. I actually was alive when that happened, and I was like, you know what, I gotta go. It's kind of
You like, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out. So I invited my family from Miami. They came over down here to New York, and we investigated and we called poltergeist happening. Called a door opening twice, and we locked it. We made sure it was locked, and every time we were doing something there, the door just opens, and you could hear the whole
The
thing.
knob turn and
yeah,
everything.
So, yeah, Whitehead Mansions for me is number one.
You find some crazy abandoned places that
Oh, yeah.
have everything in them too.
I love
like,
it. Yep.
yeah.
I recently found
I was
a
like, how
house.
does Libby find these places?
Yeah, no, I drive around. You could ask. I'm driving around. It's like, oh, that was abandoned. Let me stop by and check it out. I got you go in and stuff like that. But yeah, I found a lot of houses with beds, furniture, TVs, electricity. Power. Places that have been abandoned for like a long time. But yeah, I got pretty lucky with that. But
I think Sean had a question.
What was your most, we'll call it, scariest paranormal
experiences was a few blocks away from here. So yeah, that poltergeist cabin for me is very crazy. Yeah, I never really got like frustrated, and I started getting a lot of stuff happening in my mind. But
Yeah, that was a wild. That was an intense night.
Yeah.
It was an intense experience.
It was crazy.
And it was like, what was wild about it is that not only did it happen once, it happened twice.
Yeah.
Twice to two different people.
Yeah, I get emotional thinking about it because this is I'm actually editing my video and I'm like, well, I never seen this. Like, I don't remember this part. That's the part I'm looking down at a hallway and like, and then all of a sudden, Sean is like, Levy, and then orb comes out of him.
Orb came out of your shoulder.
And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, what happened? Like, so
Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. Yeah,
it was wild. Yeah, it was like neither one of you like remembered. You're like, I don't remember this. I don't remember this.
I did say that I'm not gonna go back and do it, but I want to go back.
Yeah,
I want to face it because we're paranormal investigators.
Yeah,
if you hear something, go for it. Go for it.
You go towards the sound.
Yeah,
right?
you have to. Yeah. And I'm not the person to back up, but I want to actually go back and and figure it out. So I get emotional stuff like this, but what can I do?
Who's been the team you've been most excited to work with at PEX?
PEX, well, I love investigating with that was our production and Joe as well. For PEX, the only people that investigated with New Reality was pretty cool. Jason, I'll tell you, bro. I'll tell you something about Jason. Jason has his style that I love, and it was good. It was actually a good experience. And then we have Cassie from Weeping Willow Paranormal. I got it. I always forget the middle name. But yeah, they awesome. Everybody's pretty cool. War Party Paranormal actually want to do something. I don't know they're here. Oh, there she is. So there he is. So if you guys want to investigate tonight, it's
Are you ready?
all right.
Yeah.
I was too, but
It's okay.
Looking at the chat.
Sorry, thank you.
All right. So do we have is anyone out there have any other questions for Levy? Any questions? Any more questions? We got like
When
a
do
few
you
minutes.
investigate? Day, night? Anytime?
Daytime. So I usually go twice. So I go at the daytime, figure the place out, and if I feel that the place is haunted, I go back and actually investigate it. So I usually do it all the time. Sometimes it's not always paranormal. I go inside, I'm trying to figure it out, ask questions. It's just that in there. So nothing really happens. But I have like a lot of videos that I haven't really like put out yet, just because I just want evidence. I want something crazy to happen. But yeah.
Awesome. Does anyone have any
How do you get your beautiful house investigated?
Well, she loves this stuff. Actually, I got into it because of her. So I was like, and I love taking it with me. So because we usually catch a lot of crazy stuff. Like, I just want to talk about one experience before we finish. Ledgewood Village is for me, like I said, like the most haunted location I've been to. We was there a few nights ago, right? Full moon and stuff like that. It was me, her, and my friend Joe, and we just Joe Barone out with Tyler, and we were there investigating. And I'm using my voice recorder, and I'm we waiting. We hear noises here and there. At one point, we hear talking and stuff like that. So I'm there asking questions about the morgue, and I'm like, listen, if you want me to go to another location, let me know. So we're waiting with something on the back, and all of a sudden you hear a big rumble inside next to the morgue, and it scares the crap out of us. And by the way, my instinct was like, let me see what's going on. Let me debunk whatever. So now nothing. The windows were boarded up. Nothing fell from the floor. It was clear floor. So I was like, it's kind of weird. We go back. I review the voice recorder, and it literally says, hey, right? So we actually questioned, hey, and then it's coming. And all of a sudden, boom. So something was like, and you know what happened after that? Laughing. It was giggling at us. It was laughing at us. And it was like, yo, they actually laughing at us like a prank or something.
Yeah.
Right? It was pretty cool. I put it up recently so you guys can see it. One of the best pieces of evidence ever. Besides the shadow I quite.
Yeah. So somebody just asked. Actually, Sash just asked that question in the chat. She said, "What's your top paranormal catch?" In your opinion?
I believe it was the shadow and that must have happened. It was pretty amazing. And the run ghost. And other than that, everything was pretty good. You know, I call it things and I haven't had any all the crazy stuff happening, but that been for me the best catches ever.
Pretty good. Does anyone have any other questions for Levy?
Most terrifying experience.
Let's see. Okay, so it's not paranormal, but I went to this abandoned house, and we go inside, and we just like walking around and stuff like that, and it was me and my friend. It was me and my friend walking around, and all of a sudden there was like a homeless guy, but I wasn't recording, and this guy was sitting in the corner, and all of a sudden we're walking around, and he just like popped up with a knife. We both ran.
Oh damn! Yeah, you get. That's the only thing about abandoned locations too is you have to watch out because I always say that's like not even the scariest thing. That's usually ghosts are the least of your concerns. It's usually like homeless people or squatters or something in there.
Yeah,
and you never know who might be in the house that's not dead.
Yeah, like we drove like so far and we just find this abandoned house with everything that's on it, and that guy just popped out of nowhere. Like we just left and just went home. But other than that, nothing crazy. Yeah, sometimes about urban exploring, you have to be careful where you go. You know, I usually go inside, check the place. I ask questions. Anybody here? If you don't want us here, let me know. I will leave. And
follow-up question: do you carry anything?
Yes, just my two fists. Just to let you know, right now.
Levy is a big dude, so
like if I see somebody with a knife, I go away. Fighter, team wins and 2 losses, and you know. I was actually supposed to fight this guy. His name is Rocky. So. Well, listen, this guy, he just started like talking, crabbing. I think he got drunk one time. Oh, what if I Levy? Listen, Levy's nothing. Crow told me, I think Joe actually told me, yo, this guy, even Matt.
Yeah, it was on Joe's live stream.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Joe? Okay. Yeah. And so talking to him. Oh, I said, cool. So this what happened was a year later, a year before, he was like, listen, let's fight October 31st. Let's do it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. All of a sudden, he's talking a lot of crap on Facebook and stuff like that, right? Okay, cool. And he's talking crap, and there was one point, like 3 months before the fight, nothing. So you know what? I called Street Beef. It's the one by Las Vegas, by his house. I called all his gyms. I actually found one gym that is actually close to that they was actually going to give me have a fight with him. So I called Rocky. Hey, Rocky, I don't know what's going on. The fight was supposed to happen, so I just set up a fight for us, and it's going to be live on YouTube and stuff like that. And the guy started calling him, like, listen, bro, I need your photo shots. I need your headshots. We need to put this together already. The fight's coming up. And ever since then, he stopped. Then one time, like a punk, he called me and listen, I don't want to go live. This, whatever I do for money. Like, whatever, dude. So you know what? He settled the fight for next year. Like, come on, I don't know. Where's my time? Right?
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, I'm good.
You're like, I'm fine. I won already.
But I don't carry anything. I think it's just bad because the city is, you carry something, it's just bad. But yeah. But I see something, I just go away.
Joe,
your 2 losses. Those are from Captain, right?
Yeah. I was actually catching fire. Yeah.
Where do you got King?
I know, right? That's funny. But my first 2 losses, my first one, I was very nervous. I was a lot of people. I never fought with so many people. I used to do before that a lot of karate tournament, and which is pretty cool. But my first MMA fight was about like 300 people. I was so nervous. I did pretty good, but I just lost. I got style, and he just choked me, and that's it. The second fight was okay, whatever. But then it's funny because I did those 2 fights, I lost, and then the rest I just won. Experience, I got better. Going down the ring and stuff like that, but
the nerve settled. And
yeah. It's still nerve wracking because you go and it's like damn, I want to fight ready, and then sometimes they always put me like the third or second fight.
Right, you're like, let's go now.
I gotta wait till like 11 o'clock, and I'm anxious, So.
Well, if anybody has no more questions for Levy, I would like to give you this moment to plug anything you have going on right now, and where they can find you at.
Well, my channel is Chasing the Darkness Paranormal. You can find me there. Somehow my TikTok is blowing up, so I wish it was on YouTube like that. But other than that, Chasing Darkness Paranormal, and also TikTok, Chasing the Darkness Paranormal. That's it.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks everybody who stayed here and online to watch the interviews. Thank you everybody who's joined the channel, who's donated, who's done those things, and who's sat and watched, because I see a lot of you in the chat have come back for every single one. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for making PEX a big success again this year, and we can't wait to see you guys again next year.
Thank you.
So thank you guys so much.